Yo, what is up everyone? Welcome back. Got a new video for you guys. New trade. As you guys can see, ended the day really nice. Put this here. Winning day. Need 2 more winning days for this one account. Also need 4 more winning days on the new funded I got that I passed like last week after blowing, of course, the other account that was 1 day away from a payout. Shit happens. It's fine. It's whatever. Let's get into the trade, shall we? So, as you guys can see, we have some pretty dookie PA in my opinion. Of course, I was literally not even planning on trading today, but I did, and I don't regret it at all because it was a really, really good setup, and I'm really glad that I took it. Why? What happened? I'll show you. So first up, of course, we did this big opening. We made this big opening. Trump, US, Iran didn't come to a deal. We didn't get a ceasefire, and this happened. A lot of manipulation, right? You wish that we wouldn't have filled this up in Asia and London, because it would be a really nice doll, you know, just like an FEG. You just want to fill this up and then go on your day and do your thing that you wanted to do. But we did fill it up, which is fine, because that makes us want to look for something else, right? This, we skipped this whole part, didn't even want to look at it, didn't even want to bother with it. I learned from my mistake. I'm not trading Asia for a very long time, even locked my accounts out until like 2 p.m. Just right before New York Open. At least 2 p.m. is almost New York Open in my time. Now, of course, we zoom in, and I woke up and I was just looking at the charts, right? I wasn't planning on doing anything, and I saw that London took these lows, or at least a bit later, we took these London lows, and we didn't get them on here. We didn't get those lows on New York, or not New York, NQ. So I was like, okay, that looks pretty interesting. But then I saw we did that bit and we immediately went higher. So it's kind of like, are we going to go down for the day? Probably not, right? Okay, we have to, we keep on moving. So what do we have here? Right here as well, Trump did talk about another ceasefire or whatever he did. I'm going to search it up right now. Just something again happened, more news, more stuff, and as you guys can see here, you know, we have this financial juice. Iran officials are studying banning uranium enrichment as a US condition for ending the war. Some more US-Iran news that we just, you know, that makes us manipulate higher, just moves price up, and this time it did all the way up. Who knows, you might have just gone down. We should have maybe gone down, but we didn't, and that's fine, because again, you know, we move on from there. So this is what we're looking at. Of course, when you look back, like, it would have been really nice if we, for example, took this 30, that we at least tapped this, but we didn't tap it, which just kind of sucks, right? But yeah, we didn't tap it. This is not an SMT, I don't know what this is. We didn't tap this, so that's kind of like, it sucks, because it might still be an opening, or it might still be something price wants to go to, and price may be drawn to. So you have to also keep that in mind, right? Because we just like ignored this. It would have been really nice if we tapped it and then took longs, because in my opinion, then we could have easily searched for longs, right? So we tap this here, boom, and then let's say we tap this, we could have just gone up from there, but we didn't, because like I said, the news, or at least some Iran news, dropped here, and then we just instantly went higher. Now at this point, like, this happened, and you know, this happened here, that we obviously manipulated this high right here, like we just didn't take it, which I would have really liked to see a short from here, but I have seen this happen too many times to know that this could just be a manipulation, and that we don't tap it, we didn't tap it on, ES as well, and then from there we might just go further up, right? We go down first, we manipulate, we get some liquidity, then we go up. Didn't take this, and at this point I was literally like, I'm just gonna wait for macro for the final 10 minutes of the hourly candle, and if something doesn't happen there, then I'm off, right? I had trade of fate open, I was planning to lock myself out, and I was like, I'm only trading this if macro does something, because as you might not know, the last 10 minutes of a candle and the first 10 minutes of a candle, hourly candle, or maybe a 4-hour candle, whatever, those are really, really volatile. Like usually that means that a lot of people that are in positions want to get out of those positions, and that way you can use the macro. Might make a video of that in the future. So we have a lot of garbage PA in my opinion, and then we have the macro, right? We got this FEG. I was just like really looking right here because I really wanted to get this taken out, but we might just not even get that. We might just consolidate longer, then maybe go down. Just trash, doesn't matter. So with macro in mind, right, we went down, and let's just go slowly. Boom. We see here that a SMT has been formed, a very, very small SMT, and we got this taken out. I had my SMT indicator up, so I didn't have to mark it out, just showed automatically. We did get an SMT, and I saw this. It looked like we wanted to go up. Like at first, it shows that we respect the FEG, of course, but in my mind, I'm like, okay, we just are slowly going up. We have the last 10 minutes, we have the macro. That probably means we just want to go up from this point, right? So I anticipate that, and I enter off the IFEG. At least it didn't make an official IFEG yet, but I knew, I mean, of course you can never 100% know, but in my mind it was gonna inverse, and then we were gonna go up. So I didn't put my stop loss at the SMT, didn't really have time for that, because I entered, it immediately went up, and I chose to put it at break even immediately. You're gonna show that in the live trade as well. And I had two things that you're gonna see. I had my first TP right here, or at least my original TP right above this high, and I was also debating in my head, am I gonna lower my TP to these highs? Now, what we also had was this, of course, was far closer. Yes, was far closer from hitting these highs than NASDAQ was, right? And at that point, you just want to think to yourself, okay, we have such a massive candle up, we have such a big liquidity point here. If we hit that, we probably should go down, right? Like we might even form an SMT. At least that was what I was hoping for. Even though I was in a long, to me, my market experience tells me, okay, you want to see an SMT here. You know, ES takes it and Q doesn't. We go lower, and then maybe later we go up even more, because like this point to this point can be very long, and you know, you already have a very big push. You need more liquidity to get there. So in my head, I'm like, I'm just gonna put it there, but this would be my TP, because obviously I just want a winning day. I'm not gonna do anything crazy, and I'm expecting an SMT. I'm expecting to go down after we tap that. So we just go, you know, we go on, we take this, I manually close it, we go even higher up, and watch what happens here. Boom, we go down. At this point I would have been stopped out at break even, or maybe put down at 150, as you can see. Like, that's why you don't want to be greedy, right? You just want to be sure. Got myself 2.3 RR, which is a really nice quick clean trade, and this is why you just want to be sure that you put your TP at the right section, and you just don't want to get greedy, because once you get greedy, you ruin your trading, and it's just unnecessary. If you trust me, I know that by now. I might do some dumb things still, but I know what screws me over, and I'm trying to really fix that. So, and we have this the trade for today. As you can see, we didn't make the SMT though. Like that's something important to know. So of course you wanted to see something and that didn't happen. It's fine, right? It's fine because we didn't manage our trade by thinking how am I gonna win. We managed the trade by thinking what would happen if I would be wrong. And let's say I am wrong in this case. Well, we still went down, right? We still went down, so our fundamentals were still right. But we prepared ourselves just in case for if my plan didn't work out, and I made profit from it. I made profit from it. I, used the tools I had, and that's it. That's pretty much it. Don't need to overcomplicate it. Just be patient. That's all I have to say. Because of course, me from maybe 2-3 months ago was like, damn, I really have a hard time not trading this. I need to trade this. Like I would have probably maybe entered on here or here. I would have looked for an SMT maybe here that didn't happen. I would force things, but you don't need to do that. You just have to risk low so you don't get scared by entering, and just be smart with your risk management so you still can be in the trade, so you don't freak out when you lose the trade. Because if you lose a trade you're not happy with, the probability of you crashing out and then maybe blowing your account is way higher. If you trade a trade idea or your plan and it fails, and you can tell yourself, I'm still happy with this because I followed my plan, I followed my my structure, that I do what I always did, or I did what I always do, and in that way this time I lost. That's good, because losing is part of winning. Nobody has a 100% win rate, and if they say they do, they're lying. So yeah, that's the trade of the day. Small SMT, really focused on the macro. With then this right here, can I show the macro with the replay? Yes, I do. So here we have the start of the macro, and then of course, sometimes I forget this, but yeah, you see here the arrows. Boom, boom. So that was it. Now live trading. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. See you guys hopefully tomorrow with some more good news. Bye.